Okay, let's get this ball rolling. Welcome back to another episode of Trueslider Gaming. We just killed the puppet queen, master, mistress, and Darklight gave us an entire skill point for it. I decided that I would just backtrack some of the more less useful nodes. Like, this wasn't too bad, but it wasn't worth it. We backstepped this pointless node just because we'll eventually probably go up here to Eldritch Battery. And so we got about 7 points out of just re-optimizing different sections. We pulled points out of Ethereal Feast, which, I don't know. Realistically, with 165 energy shield we get, that extra leech wasn't doing us too much good. Again. Oh, I guess I can probably explain this since I'm leaving you in absolute silence. The old bridge that we used to cross to get into the main town from the Riverways, it's all boarded up. And in the way, there's wonderful fire traps. There we go. There's one. Fun and exciting. That's what that was. So now we're looping around south into the southern forest, which is no longer full of just regular monkeys. Full of monkeys with gross head crabs. Dead end.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Personal hit's fine. Oh. Hollow Skull, the willing host. Oh. No dying. Oh. We got a little bit of help from our Immortal Call, not to take too much damage. Survived the volley of garbage, that's for sure. I worry a tiny bit about the amount of damage that we'll have to absorb from Chaos a little bit later on. So I'm just trying to pick a point on when I should get rid of this thing. As much as I love having a 6th link to level with, probably not too necessary. Man, I can't get a break, no matter what I do. Throw down the puddle. Is that? Oh. Saw the door. And that will be my downfall. What do they do to this section? Am I just out? Ah, the bridge. It would have been so much easier to see if I didn't have this wonderful bright ray of light shining down on my screen. Sanctified. So Sanctifieds are definitely better for larger amounts of quick recovery. So you usually want to try and roll the increased life regenerated but at a slower rate. Because when your base rate is 3 seconds, you know, 4.5 seconds isn't really going to make that much of a difference. But most of the time, for most builds, you're looking at maybe 2 or 3 health potions tops. Everything else should be a flask of some sort. I wonder what I'm going to use. I'm assuming it's going to be something around the lines of a taste of hate. Any sort of generic added damage is always fine. Trying to get the timing, because there always seems to be just like a half-second delay, and I know it's like a quarter second of a casting time, but it feels like I'm holding it down for more to get the initial ball off. Cavern of Anger? Cavern of Anger. Let's see if the town has anything to say quick, just because I'm less familiar with the quest process here. Nope, everyone's silent. Sin? How about you? No? Lily? Wait a minute. You saw that, right? I didn't just, like, walk up to Lily thinking that she was there. She was down there. I'm not going insane. Oh god, I think I'm going insane. Oh.
The Brine King. His time has almost come. Then hope will be... I will be gone. Please, take the black flag. It once fluttered from the mast of the Black Crest, Whalem Roth's ship. Throw it into the flames of the beacon. It's your only chance of reaching me, of turning this tide. The king can't keep secrets like this from me any longer. It's just the way of things. Find me, please, before...
She swims away. She had like stank waves going across her face. Must have been from the fish.
I need more pockets.
Of course you do. 7 seconds? 9 seconds. Nah, we good. Need a 4x4 square. And so inventory Tetris begins. I should have just sold. Now they're gonna want to talk to me. No? You guys don't care? Alright. Yeah. Just gotta be the right pieces, that's all. Nothing you ever really find is that great early on. What's this? All attributes. There's no life. Garbage, resist. Maybe we'll save this for re-rolling. We'll just sell this crap. Oops. And by crap, I mean wonderful. I would like to separate this, but I'm guessing I can't do that. Okay, problem solved. Let's pick up the stupid flag. I mean, wonderful plot flag. The black flag. May the lubbers feel the fear in their nethers, and may our blades follow. Rot Tooth's rallying cry. Take the black flag to the bacon. To the boss. Walk around. Ooh, a vortex. So we have skill duration. How many balls are we at now? 14, that's not too bad. I wish we could figure out what the duration was without having to sit down and pull out an Excel spreadsheet. So let's see, we get 1.2 seconds off the bat. We get 25 plus 10 plus 10. 45%. Plus... Stop, I'm trying to math. 13%, which is 58%. And so we have 111%. I think that's 2.4. At least 2.4. Ooh, this is where the bacon's at. Did I miss anything in that last section? I'm confident that area just has an extra hideout. Only because it's so easy to get lost in those stupid dungeons. We don't care about Kvass. We want to go down... I guess you can go a weird way on the beach. No, you cannot.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Never. Of course I clicked it.
We're trapped down here. Though we strike it again and again, the Sycamore seal remains unharmed. No one down here can sleep. My throat.
In terms of clear speed, I give this build a solid 2 out of 5. Two. Oh, maybe I can cross the gap without dying. I sure hope it's this way. Hooray! Stabilized. Deep dig memory complete. In here, mashing my movement speed potion over and over again. If you're wondering what those little tempests are, that's what the Word of Ire is. I'm assuming it's just some like garbage 100 damage tempest. And it is. Okay, let's get out of this garbage. See, but it's like little loot explosions like that that make animate weapon viable. I see flavor text. We haven't seen flavor text in a while, so why don't we hit this one? A letter fragment. Be severely disappointed if this is a poem. Alright. Explain. I beg of you, Mercudio? If you have any care for the friendship we once had, grant me this one favor. It is true, I have my own boat, but that is for hauling in fish. It is not fit to travel the waters I must navigate. My wife needs me, my friend. I know it reeks of madness, but Abby has been taken, kidnapped by the Brine King of Brine himself. I fear too that he intends to make her one of his fishwives, just as the old stories warned us. Please, Mercudio, I've heard I've heard tell of your success as a merchant in recent years. Surely you can spare one ship. Let me voyage out and rescue her, or at least bring her body back to rest on dry land. Help me silence the insanity in my own mind. Every night I dream of pale, slime-slick creatures that pursue my boat through the thick, dark waters. I try not to look at them, but I also do. And they look back, their eyes wide with sadness and longing. They are not eyes born of the sea. Mercutio. God help me. They are Abby's eyes. Benric. Thanks, Benric. I'm assuming at one point or another, most of these like non-verbalized flavor texts maybe could have been like a backer incentive. I know if you threw like $1,000 at GGG, you got your own item. But if you look at a lot of the items, it makes it kind of questionable whether $1,000 is worth, I don't know, the Princess Saber. Do. I gotta remember to keep some arcane surge up. So this leads to a cape. Yeah, here, parasite. Good, good, good. A beacon? What's a beacon? We're leaving Helena behind. I just wish there was like some sort of secret mechanic where I could disco and make the screen explode. Making myself explode. So if you remember the lab, we're pushing this wonderful thing across, and it just sucks the life right out of me. And you have to make sure you get really close, otherwise it doesn't go in, and you're sitting there like a moron while mobs still spawn. These transmutes, even though I don't need to. I wonder how good stream gaming is going to get. It's probably a break from the last episode, but it keeps crossing my mind. Because obviously Google's bigger push was, oh, well, it's better for YouTubers. It's kind of like you wish that it was like the best possibilities, like if you were playing Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, sweet, granted. Survivability up. If we were playing Super Mario Odyssey, instead of having to figure out what a stupid friend code, Luigi balloon thing code is, you could just click the link and automatically go there. I hated Mario Maker map codes. It was just the worst. So here's the ignition switch for the bacon. Oh, a bacon. Now we're going to throw the black flag in to reclaim some inventory space. That is not how a boat works. Is it on rails? I mean, it would have taken us at least that amount of time to get down here. You can stretch out that animation just a little bit longer. So, what's going down, Whalem? Let's try and get his face. Ooh.
So you're the shite that's gone and summoned me to the beacon, eh? Damn it all. Rules is rules, and now I'm bound to you. The legendary Whalem Roth, captain of the Black Crest. Cursed to be the undead slave of some lowly outcast by the looks of it. You got an ass for a brain in a thick skull of yours? Of course I'll ferry you to the Brine King's bloody reef. I'd be wanting to discharge this accursed duty and get back to me afterlife. It's not right. Not natural being above water without a beating heart in me chest. So get yourself aboard and be quick about it.
Oh. I didn't realize that he was like a dead ghost.
Don't think I'm going to be bawling and chaining after your sorry ass once our journey to the reef is done.
I didn't realize he was an indebted soul. Alright, so we're gonna find Nessa. What does he have to say?
Right, well on with it then. Go find yourself a salty sovereign to dethrone. Fool's errand, if you ask me. Old Briny will gut you like a fish, but at least with you dead in the water, I'll be free to get on with my own voyage. So off you go, matey.
Okay. So we're here. I don't think we should have too much problem with Brine King.
Nicely, Exile.
Ooh, Shrine to the Brine King. I will read that. Lord of Salt and Scale, your servants attend to thee. Praise thee, Sogath. Without life, yet living, the Brine King sleeps. We send our prayers to thee so that you might eternally slumber. O Great One, we offer up this human soul as slave for you in your downed city. Take this life and bid the seas be calm and plentiful. Woe to the sailor who does not offer tribute to thee. Such a man is cast off from our ocean kingdom. He shall be made pariah with neither captain nor commission. Judge us not by unworthy sails. Look at us as your servants. Your kin of Salt and Scale, oh praise thee, Sogath, praise thee. These look like crab parts. Or is there like someone... Oh, skulls, okay. I realized that it could also have been me. I never seem to get this right on the first try. Today is no exception. We are going up and left, I think. Or up and right. We're going up and at them. Usually there'll be a part that makes you trek through the sea that you're not used to looking at your map. Oh, come on. Everybody run. Come on. Come on. Get going. Find a rare. You piece of garbage. No, they're definitely not that great at chasing. I was really hoping this would be the way. Really, really hoping. It's not the way either. Man. Where's that second run speed potion when you need it? Oh. It's promising. Restoration? Yes. Yes, please. So I guess it's been like 10 minutes since I picked it up, but we just so happened to grab the granite flask, which gives you straight up 3,000 armor. And really early on, it's like giving you an extra 40%. Whatever, that's good enough. An extra 40% physical damage reduction. On top of that, usually you want to get it rolling. You want to get it rolling with something like 90s percentage of additional armor while Flask is enabled. So it's pretty easy to get up into the 70s earlier on. As you get through later, obviously the tooltip is never quite accurate to what your true armor is. But still, I would take 20% physical damage reduction on a button if I could. Chaos Orb. I'm looking for a full clear here. Where's the door? There's the door. Okay, so a little walk up on the Brine King. He makes little waves that pop up and down. He likes to summon the whole tide in and kind of make you very careful about where you're stepping. And around these waves there are little bolts of lightning, so make sure your lightning and your cold resists are up for this fight. Fire resist doesn't really matter.
So dedicated. A man like you would never disappoint a lady in need. You're a gift, don't you see? A sumptuous feast for His Majesty on his wedding day. Really, we are both so touched by your generosity.
It was a tarp. Of course she got eaten. So she's summoning in the water. So here's the little lightning bolts. We just have to be a little careful about where we stand. No biggie. So I'm kind of preemptively building up damage because we're just skipping the phases at this point. Oops. Catching lightning like a champ. Get our 14 balls up. Trigger the third phase. Oops. I'm not too worried, as you can see. But I'm gonna be really worried if I don't figure out how to dodge the lightning. So, if you saw right at the end there, we were taking a little bit.
And death washed clean of dark desire.
So with all the waves and lightning coming down, you're getting shocked, you're taking additional damage. He was winding up to punch me a bunch of times. I was probably just a little more careless than I probably should have been. It's either that or GGG's making the game easier. I will never know because I will never look. But that was Act 6. We killed the Brine King, and the Brine King ate Nessa. And all was well and good.
And thus the Lord of Salt and Scale sinks to feed the fishes that flit amongst the ruins of Soartha. Come and jest of his divine juices while they are all washed away.
Okay, so we got our first major soul. So it cannot be stunned. You've been stunned or blocked a stunning hit in the past 2 seconds. We have no other choice, so why not? What's up, Whalem? Are you, is your debt fulfilled? Are you free to go?
How did you? You're still breathing. Bloody barnacles on me ass. You, my new friend, are a legend of the high seas to behold. I tell you what, I've already done my bit getting you here, but if you're looking to sail onto Frisia, me and the Black Crest would be honored to take ya.
Alright. So we're off to Frisia, which apparently is the bridge encampment in Act 3.
Hold on to your cockles, me hearty. The sea betwixt here and Frisia be the most ill-tempered there is. Here's hoping you've as much steel in your gizzard as you seem to in your heart. Cast off!
Alright. And so now we are starting Act 7 in the next episode. So thanks a lot. We'll talk with these hardy chums in a second, I guess. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.